Welcome to WordPress Development Skills Learning course. So this is our first day tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to build our own WordPress theme. After watching this tutorial, you are going to add your own theme and upload your theme image and create your theme name. So if you don't know what is WordPress, WordPress is a very famous and useful open source CMS system. So if you want to be a web developer, knowing how to use WordPress and even programming in WordPress, create your own theme and create your own plugin is very useful for your web developer career. Before we dive into WordPress, we have to download 3 systems into our computer. First one is XAMPP. So you can go to Google and type XAMPP. So you can see the first result is the one you have to download. Open the website and click download, then it will download to your computer. So what is XAMPP? XAMPP is a development environment. So using XAMPP, we can develop the system in our local host. So we don't need to buy hosting or cloud server from a hosting company. So after you download to your computer and you open it, this is how XAMPP control panel look like. So we are not going to use this first. We go to the second system we have to download in our computer. The second one is WordPress. So you can type WordPress download in Google, and the first result you click on, go to this page and you click on the download WordPress button, download WordPress into your laptop or your computer. Or after that, we download the third system we need, which is Visual Studio Code. So what is Visual Studio Code? This system is a text editor for programmer. So same way, we go to Google and type Visual Studio Code download, and you will go to this page and click on download to your computer. So after download these 3 systems, we are ready to go. The first step, you have to open your XAMPP file. So you can click on this PC, find your XAMPP file. The file is either in C drive or D drive. In my case, I download it into D drive. So I can open my D drive and you will see a XAMPP file. If you cannot find a XAMPP file in your D drive, then you have to look at your C drive. So I open the XAMPP file. First, I look at the PHP my admin file. I open it. So you have to find a file called config.in.php. You right click this file and click on open with and select Visual Studio Code, and you will see this file. This is the file you store your PHP my admin username and password. So you can look at this user. This is your username. So in my case, my username is root, R-O-O-T. Then you have to save your password here. You can find password and you type your password. And after you type your password, you click save. You can either use Ctrl S on your keyboard or click on file and click save. After we save the password for our PHP my admin, then we go back to XAMPP file. Then we look at the file called hotdoc. We open it. Then you right click and create a new folder. To give this folder a name as you like. After create a folder, then you open that folder. So in your case, it should be blank folder. So how can we upload this file into this folder? We have to transfer the WordPress file from another file to this folder. So remember, just now you have already downloaded WordPress to your computer. So now you can open your download file and drag those files to your htdoc folder. And it should be a zip file. You can unzip it and all the file will appear here. So after you transfer all the WordPress file to this htdoc folder, you can open your XAMPP control panel. First, you click on Start to start the Apache. Then you click Start to start MySQL, MySQL. This port number is very important in order to open your file. So in my case, my port number is 8090, so I have to remember this 4-digit number. Now we have to create a database name into MySQL through our PHP my admin. So I click on admin, then it will lead me to this site. But we can see this site is not reachable. So what is the problem? The problem is I haven't keyed in my port number into the URL. So the port number is very important. I can see the localhost /php my admin. So in between, I have to add my port number. After localhost, I need to add colon, my port number, 8090 and enter. So after I key in my port number, I can reach my PHP, my admin dashboard. Alright, remember your username and your password. This is the username and password we just set in our Visual Studio Code. So you enter your username and your password and click go. Voila, this is your PHP my admin dashboard. This is the website we can create our database. So click on database and give a database name. You can set whatever you like, just for your own reference, but you have to remember this database name you set because you are going to use it to connect your WordPress. After you key in the database name, then you click create. Then your database will show in this table. So after we create database, we are ready to log in our WordPress system. Now we have to take attention to our URL. We go to the browser, then we can key in localhost, your port number. This port number is from your XAMPP control panel. In my case, it's 8090, so yours may be different. You have to look at your port number, and then you have to key in /WordPress/WP-admin. After you key in your URL and press enter, then you have to go through a setup process. So before you complete your setup process, you won't see this dashboard. So the setup process, you have to key in your database name, which is the database name you key in your PHP my admin just now. So you have to use that name to connect your WordPress. After you key in your database name, then you will see this login portal. You just create a username and create a password. Then you will see this dashboard. So this is the WordPress. We can start create our WordPress theme. After logging to your WordPress, you can click on appearance and click on theme. So this is the front end. We can see the theme inside our WordPress. So now we are going to add our own theme. We have to go to our folder. Remember our XAMPP file. We click on the XAMPP file. Then we click on hotdoc. Then we open the folder we just created by ourselves. Then we look at WP-content. Then we click on theme. In your case, you will see the default theme. These three files you can see from front end is this 2020, 2021, 2022. Now we are going to create our own folder and create our own theme. You can right click and create a new folder. Give it a name. I name it University Theme. In your case, should be blank. Now we are going to create these three files. Now open Visual Studio Code and click on the folder you just created and drag to Visual Studio Code here. Then you will open your folder. So this is a three file you have to create. In your case, should be blank. Click on new file and give it a name. You should name it index.php. You cannot name it with another name because system will look at exactly index.php to open our website. So you have to name it exactly index.php. You can try to type something inside index.php. For example, this is our theme. So after you type this sentence, we can go back our WordPress dashboard and hover to the home icon and click on visit site. Now you can see the sentence we just key in Visual Studio Code. This is our theme. This is the one we key in just now. If you add other content and save it, then you refresh the website, you can see the newly added content here. Alright, we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now we create another file. The second file we have to create is style.css. CSS file is the file we style our website. Same step, we have to create a new file and name it exactly style.css. You cannot name another name because our system will look at the exactly name and make the change to our website. So after we create style.css, we can add our theme name, author name, and version inside this file. If you go to the front end, you can see with another file. Inside we have name, the versions of the theme, and the author name. So the way we create theme name, author name, and version is at the very top of the file, you key in a slash, asterisk, and underneath you type asterisk and slash. This is how we create command line in CSS. So in between we can start our theme name column and name your theme name, and then start with author, and then second line we type author column your author name and version column your version. So after we complete this information, we come to the last step of this tutorial. Now we can see all the theme have a screenshot image. Now we are going to create this image. You can prepare an image from canva.com or Photoshop and upload to our Visual Studio Code. After you upload it, you have to name it exactly screenshot.png because WordPress will look at this name and grab this image to our front end. So if you name another name instead of screenshot.png, your image will not be showing here. So after you are done, you can click on your theme. Then you can see your screenshot image, your name, your version, and your author name. Alright, this is the first tutorial of our WordPress theme development. The next video, we are going to learn more about PHP. PHP is a very important language for WordPress development because WordPress is built by PHP. So see you on next video.